Dive right in.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is go ahead and taking the fingertips of your index and middle finger on your dominant hand, go ahead and gently tap on the opposite hand, on the side of your hand. So right where you would break boards with a karate chop, and right between your wrist and your pinky. And it's just a very gentle tapping motion. This is a self-care technique. Don't hurt yourself. Just a light tapping motion. And what we'll do as we're tapping on the side of the hand is the setup. So we'll say, just for instance, if I'm experiencing stress, if I'm not sure what it is, it may be I'm really angry at somebody or I'm upset about this, but we'll just for right now say this stress. So we would tap on the side of the hand and say, even though I feel this stress, I choose to love and accept myself. And when we do that, we want to rate the stress on a scale of 0 to 10. So is it 10? I'm like stressed beyond belief. Or is it, 3? I'm kind of bothered. And we might also notice what physical symptoms we feel. So, I'm stressed. It's an 8 and I feel this tension in my shoulders. So just like taking the blood test for the thyroid levels, it's allowing ourselves to get an idea of, okay, where am I when I start? So we'd repeat on the side of the hand 3 times, even though I feel the stress, I love and accept myself. Next, we'll tap the eyebrow point. So right at the beginning of your eyebrow, right near the center of your face, and gently tap in there. And generally we tap 5 to 10 times, but it's not an exact number. And depending on the phrases that we say, it might be longer than 10 taps. So right there, tapping there, and we'd say, all this stress. Then we'd follow the eyebrow to the side of the eye and tapping the corner of the eye, all this stress. Right under the middle of your eye, just above your cheek, and say, all this stress. Right under your nose, just above your upper lip, all this stress. Right below your lower lip, just above your chin, all this stress. And go to the collarbone. And so if you feel your collarbones just about come together, there's a little bit of a U shape at the base of your throat. And you can go ahead and make a fist and tap right where the collarbones just about meet and say, all this stress. The next point is about 4 inches below your armpit. That's right about bra strap level. And I'm sure even the guys listening can figure out where that is. Tapping there, all this stress. And finally, the top of the head. So just tapping with all your fingertips around the crown of your head. Say, all this stress. And then take a deep breath. And then you would check again and say, okay, scale of 0 to 10, how much stress do I feel? And we, check in with how your shoulders are. It's like, oh, my shoulders feel more loose. And maybe it's gone from an 8 down to a 3. For some people, it may go from an 8 to a 0 like that. For some, it may go from an 8 to a 7.95.
Right.
But if you've been experiencing it for a while, 7.95 feels a lot better than an 8.
Mm.
And often what happens is it's like peeling the layers of the onion. So as we're tapping, you may get an idea of, oh, and I know what I'm stressed out about. And it's this. And as we tap through, we may realize it's not even really that. It's this other thing that happened 10 years ago that this situation right now is reminding me of, and I never resolved that. And you keep going and you may find it's this thing that happened to me when I was 3 years old. And as we tap through, we start to get resolution on these things that we've been stopping ourselves from, because part of our mind says it's not safe to deal with this. And so the stress comes up like an electric fence telling us, don't go there. And so we back off from that. And as we're tapping, we're reducing the stress so that we feel this emotional freedom to look at what's there and resolve those things that have been a problem in the past.